Alright, the most important part of starting a fast break and transition is rebounding. Right here, Ben, you should be screening 20 out. Jesse, you should be screening 25. But instead, we're watching the ball, we're watching the rim. We're not finding the guy to screen out. That slows our transition down, allows them to get an offensive rebound. Now, once we do get the rebound, we got to get better spacing. Max, you should have been further away on the outlet. Now, we've got two guys too close to each other. Okay, right here, Ben and Paul, you guys are too close to each other. Ben, you should have stopped earlier. You should be more 10 or 15 feet away from Paul. Jesse, you should see that opening be cutting right through to the basket. And Trevor, you should be wider out there in the corner to start with. We do have pretty good movement right into our offense. We just got to make better cuts, Trevor, so we're not right at Jesse. Jesse, you see that double team come, you should be finding Paul standing out there all by himself. Paul, you need to communicate that double team as it comes to Jesse so he knows. And slide yourself right down in there into that free throw lane area for the pass. We have to improve our spacing. We have to improve passing the ball up the floor. And we have to improve our communication with each other. Now in this possession, again, it all starts with the rebound. We got a block right here. Look how close we are to each other. Trevor, you're in the middle of traffic. You either need to push out in front of Ben and go hard to the corner and let Ben be the trailer, or you need to slow down a dribble or two and let the traffic clear. You can see we have 5 guys behind them. We got to see how fast we can get down the floor and into our spacing. Right here, Trevor, you're putting yourself in jail. Now, pay attention to that pass. Right there, Max, as soon as you caught it, you should see Jesse under the basket. That should have been a layup down there. Good drive, Paul. Jesse, you got to rotate on Paul's drive. Now, again, with transition, we got 2 guys too close to each other. This is the area where you should be passing the ball up the floor, Max. You get too far up, close to this guy, then you try to make your move, and it gets stolen. We can't put the ball right in front of him like that. Again, transition here. Let's look at how we screen out. We got not one person who makes contact with anybody to screen out. 25 comes all the way to the top to get that rebound. Not one of you guys put a body on anybody. That's why they get the rebound. You can't run transition with that. Now, Jesse, when you get this loose ball, hold a second. Okay, Max, you shouldn't be trying to get the ball from Jesse in the middle of the floor. You should be out wide, because we just end up hully-gullying and we end up out of control. That's what leads to that turnover. Now watch our screen out here. Jesse, again, you're just turning and watching that ball under the basket. You get it now, but rarely do we get that. Okay, look at our spacing. Trevor, you should be gone up the floor. Max, we got to throw that without that being a baseball. Now look at this spot right here. Ben, you should take one dribble right to the rim, but you flatten out and go away from the contact. That gives the guy a chance to get an angle, and now we don't have a good shot. Jesse in transition rebounding, again, you can't run up under the rim. You got to break down a little quicker so that you have space to go get the ball and it's not behind you. Okay, again, we got our rebound. Look, much better spacing. Right here, Trevor, you should be looking. There's 4 black jerseys. That means we got a 2-on-1 on the other end. You should be pushing that ball up to your left, not back to the middle. Get past that guy on the sideline, but by coming back to the middle, now we've completely eliminated our transition. Jesse, you should be going hard to clear out through the middle. We make a good pass here. Now, right here, see how you have the ball up over your head? You need to fake down, Ryan, then you can come back to make this pass. But when you keep the ball up the whole time, you have to bring their hands down with a ball fake. Trevor does a good job of getting into the opening here, and we're going to make the pass. But then we've got to make a good decision once we're past the trap, because then we have numbers. We're going to have a 4-on-3 or a 3-on-2, depending on the situation. But we got to do a better ball fake. We got to get a cleaner pass out of this trap. Now, right here, Trevor, we should be looking up the floor, but the lob pass creates a turnover again. You can't throw it from your waist up over somebody in a soft lob. It gives defenses a react. This is a good screen out. Look at Ben. You just can't let him push you underneath. This is how we need to be doing our transition off a make. Ben takes it out quick. Boom, right there, Trevor. If you see the 3 jerseys, you should be going hard with your left hand up the sideline, and we're past those guys. We got 2-on-1 on the other end if we'll be going that direction. But by stopping and going back, you clog it up. Ben, you also came right at the guy you just passed it to, instead of creating space by holding a second and then going, or going up the middle. Now we've completely lost our transition. We could have done that same thing.